You're basically stating with saying, I am sad or I am angry, but I am willing to da 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 da. You're telling the universe, you're telling yourself, you're telling your guides that I'm going to elevate myself. I want to be elevated. I'm willing to elevate. I'm willing to receive the healing energy that puts me on a different path, on a higher path, a path that promotes healing and harmony and peace. Okay, so when we feel that we need to release, this particularly in relationships, we get this fear, this overwhelming sensation that I don't know what's happening. I don't know where this is going. I feel like this, maybe we need to do something about this relationship. Maybe you feel some stagnation. It is to allow your energy within yourself in relation to conversating with your partner about your feeling. Is that what you feel wants to boil over? You feel it's wanting to boil over? It's to take that energy, because anything, even that is really, it's a form of creative energy. That explosive energy of you want to scream or yell or just you can use that same creative energy, that extreme powerful energy, and all you do is just have to direct it towards a form of expressing yourself with your partner, that seeking to empower, seeking to motivate, to improve the situation. So the way to, a lot of times for that release, is deciding to do something creative. Deciding to do something such as dance or something singing. Something that gets your energy in the state of enthusiasm, excitement. The energy of adventures going on in a groove. Instead of, the dreadful sitting at a table, we need to talk energy. You can state that energy in a different fashion, but there's a resolution with it instead of just a going in sort of a circle energy stating the same thing but just a different way for an hour and not coming to resolution because you're so stubborn on I am angry. If you come into conversation, talk with your partner of I am angry, there's no openness for resolution. You're just stating this, and it's almost an unmovable statement. So you have to be careful about that, because going into a conversation, it is about a mutual exchange. It's about an energy dynamic that is spinning like a wheel. In order for that to spin, for two perspectives to come to resolution, for two perspectives to create harmony, coexist, and collaborate with each other, we have to always state an openness, not state something that is a permanence, inflexible, unmovable. So that was guidance for relationships when it comes to organizing our lives and organizing our feelings so that we're more balanced and more open to change. Because like I mentioned about these two cards, Manifest and Storm, high change is what we want. We want that enthusiasm. We want that funk. We want that groove. And for that to come about, we need to I'm hearing the word fear, and I'm hearing the word overwhelming. Okay, these are themes that are coming up when it comes to huge manifestations such as meeting a divine life partner, having something come about that is really omega for you, something you, like I said in the previous video, working on something for years and have it actually come about in a big way. It's this fear, it's this overwhelming of all of this energy somehow around you. It feels like there's a lot of energy. And how do I handle this? It's through your confidence, through you got your eye on the target. You're not so easily persuaded or tempted to conform or change yourself because so-and-so has this job description or job title, therefore you should listen to them. Okay, it's listening to your voice above all else, particularly in relationships. Listening to that inner voice above all else things. And they're also saying to, oh yeah, this has to do with like relationships. Everyone is on an accelerated rate. evolutionary rate is at an all-time high. So people's intentions, okay, when it comes to progression, when it comes to just learning and learning, elevating yourself, becoming wiser, I feel there's a lot of push and pull. There's a lot of you go for it and you just learn. You channel, receive wisdom from the divine. You're just deep into healing, like Kundalini meditation, like just you gun ho about it. But then there is that energy, just kind of like you back off. So I feel a lot of, when it comes to relationships, it has to do with you both being on the same accelerated rate. Okay, so you're more of, it becomes like a big energy bomb, sort of. Because when you're both on this same evolutionary rate, evolutionary sort of intention to progress at this, let's say, of just go. I'm just gonna go for it energy. It really creates this really awesome energy where you're both empowering each other, and it creates this mega speed energy. And speed is not necessarily as someone's faster evolving, someone's slower. It's just a willingness to let go, move on, and go. Let go, move on, go. Okay, and the way people do that is different. Some people have, let go, hold on, stagnation, move on. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's these in-between hesitations or pauses that can get, especially relationships, out of sync with each other when it really comes to magnetizing themselves to their highest potential. So a lot of that, before even coming together, there's a decision within yourself. What is my accelerated rate? Am I going to just let go, move on, and just go? Or am I going to let go, hold on, stagnation, hesitation, and then move on, and then wait, and impatience, frustrations, and then go, sort of thing. So it's going to be different for each one of us, but you have to decide. And based on your intention and your devotion and commitment to that intention, I feel a lot of times that signal is sent out, because we're all sending signals, is sent out to your divine life partner. And since we're changing all the time, since this lifetime is not, it's happening not all right now, all the time is happening right now. So your chosen accelerated rate right now is really determining even your life partner in the coming about, and even what you will do together, really. And how much things you will do in this lifetime is determined by your accelerated rate. So when you set the intention, I'm going to go, let go, move on, and go, not with any in-between hesitations, reservations, fears, tripping up sort of thing, it sends a signal to the life partner, let's do this. Let's do this path together. Again, all these paths are going to be different. It depends on what you want. And it depends on how confident, courageous, and devoted you are, committed. Because everybody wants to let go, move on, go path. Nobody wants to let go, hesitation, stagnation, move on, reservation, impatient, impulsive, go. Because it's kind of just like boop, boop. Kind of like a walking and stopping. That's no flow. There's no rhythmic energy to that. But a lot of people say they want that, but they're not energetically aligning themselves with it, meaning they get fear, they get overwhelmed, and then they just kind of throw everything out the window that they said they would like to do or said that they were committed to. So the signal sent out to your life partner, sent out to really the universe, and what happens is the signal is felt in the hearts of an individual. Okay, a soul friend, a soul companion, a twin flame, a soulmate, and based on that energetic alignment and that decision within that soul's frequency, if I'm going to decide that exact accelerated rate, I feel like these two are brought together. So the reason why I'm mentioning this is because a lot of people want to know, life partner, that sort of energy. And again, I would say it's really up to you. Being really solid in your accelerated rate, being solid in your intention for yourself, and going about going in life. Okay, letting go, moving on. It's determined by you. And of course, your divine life partner as well. But I feel the feminine energy, there's something unique about the feminine energy in this age of Aquarius, is that I feel like the feminine energy is very much the kind of the energetic sort of decision maker when it comes to the accelerated rate, the intention for their evolution when it comes to them in a divine life partner, twin flame, soulmate, is I feel like the masculine in this lifetime, it's set up where the masculine energy is destined or meant to really kind of align themselves with the feminine energy, instead of the feminine trying to align themselves to the masculine and what the masculine does in the masculine's world. So it's getting, because that's how a balance, because we've had thousands of years of women aligning to the masculine's way and what they want, So now it's harmonizing and balance. It's like the polarities are switching up. They're switching up. So women out there, just know your strong energy, your strong, fierce lioness energy, and your devotion, your commitment to your accelerated rate, let go, move on, go, without any funky stuff in between, is really going to set the plan, set paving the way forward. So this wishy-wash is what kind of gets things a little weird to the universe, into magnetizing something. Okay, you magnetize, you're saying magnetize, but then at the same time, you're holding on, you have high expectations, you're not open, you're not flexible, you easily get neurotic, you easily, just go for whatever's available sort of thing, that it is contradicting, and it's wishy-washiness. And it takes, when it comes to especially a high manifestation, it's either you're all in or you're all out. You can't be, I'm sort of 50% or I'm 70%, but if it doesn't really kind of go my way, at least I have this other percent that I'm going to kind of go into. I don't really want to, but I'll just do it because I don't know if this will work out. This is not going to work. It's either you're committing 100% of your energy, or it's just, you're not going to get it. Especially with the Sage of Aquarius, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. So I feel I'm mentioning that to encourage you guys to every day, like, just go out there and embrace your expression, your inner child, embrace your playful girl, your playful boy, all God's children, to embrace that inside of you and to out there and express it. Don't be just in your house. Go out and showcase it. It's really, you're showing yourself, you're showing your higher self. Take me. I'm willing, and I'm ready to go where you want me to go. But not showcasing yourself, kind of hiding away, kind of just fitting into groupthink. What's going to happen is you're resistant to the flow, because your natural expressive flow of creativity just wants to just go out there and just be creative, be unique, be spontaneous, be in the funk, be in the groove, be original. But the resistance inside of you is groupthink. I can't, so I'm going to just be like this because everyone expects me to be like this. And that, again, is not aligning yourself with your rhythmic flow. Everything is rhythm, everything is sound, everything is vibration. So if you want to align yourself with a vibration of just deep love, deep union, deep relationship, whatever that may mean to you, you can't just say it in your house. You have to embody it. Even I said today in a reading about, basically, if you want to have a divine union, you have to play that dynamic with yourself. So what happens when things don't go the way you want them? Because it's going to happen in relationships. What do you do when that happens to you? Do you scream? Do you yell? Do you have like a pity party? You have a fit? You pout? Because that's going to happen. That's going to show up in your relationship. Or it's really, what do you do in those situations with yourself? So when your masculine wants to make something happen and doesn't have the confidence within yourself, what does your feminine say? Oh, you suck, or you're lazy, it's not working because you're not good enough? Or does your feminine say, you know what, it's just divine timing, just patience, it's going to work out for you, masculine energy, you're going to make all your dreams come true? And what happens when your feminine is just really lacking creative energy today, just really feeling like, oh my gosh, I am not creative at all, I have no creativity? What does the masculine say in you? Oh, because you suck at this, you have no creative energy because you're dry and you're old, or something like that. So when you see that dynamic going on within yourself, you'll understand that the reason you could say not in relationship at this time being, okay, or divine union, that's just like in any old relationship, is because the guides are wanting you to kind of play, bring awareness, tap into what dynamic are you playing with yourself. Your masculine and your feminine, are they kind of just like not supporting each other, or they're supporting each other? When the masculine gets upset and the feminine gets upset, are they supporting each other, or are they just kind of bringing each other down and telling each other they suck, sort of thing? So I feel like that's something to really bring awareness to within yourself, so that you can begin to have more conversations with, when it comes to your in a relationship, that's more supportive, more uplifting, more encouraging, more of love instead of frustration. And the accelerated rate, again, is when you really figure that out within yourself. Okay, I feel like you're really on that path. You're really on that path of meeting of someone that really matches that. But again, wishy-washiness is those who they happen to find a lot of partners, such as soulmates, but it doesn't really work out because they change their accelerated rate, because they're not consistent. And then the accelerated rate of our soul's energy, of our higher self, is just let go, move on, go. That's pretty much for all of us, without these in-between stages. That's like our highest, you could say, life purpose or way of expressing our soul's energy, or our soul's evolutionary plan for the highest energy, or you could say. So when you're not consistent with that, you find a lot of soulmates that match you for like months or years, but then it just kind of slips away. So decide your highest accelerated rate, which is the most liberating, which is the most freeing, which is basically being yourself, being authentic, showcasing yourself to the world. Like, hey, family, this is what I like. I like to do Native American singing. You're on like that really high frequency accelerated rate. And if you're consistent with that, you're going to find a partner that's really consistent with you for the longevity, for the lifetime. So recognize that soulmates that just come and then they go, and for some reason you outgrow each other, is because you're looking for that particular accelerated rate within yourself. And always a life partner is going to correspond with that. So that outgrowing is because you don't really like that accelerated rate. You maybe want something more. Because for me, it's just about go, 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 express, 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 learn, 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 learn. So an energetic frequency must match with that in order to travel, co-create together, as a merge together. We have to have that same accelerated rate, or it's just going to not flow. It's not going to be a rhythmic energy. And that's why a lot of relationships don't have that rhythmic energy, and they kind of fall out, because they're not on that same frequency, accelerated rate, or willingness to go and change and adapt and let go and move on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this oracle reading. Just feel the vibration of the singing bowls. Just let go, move on, and go. You don't need any hesitation. You don't need any reservation. You don't need to analyze. You don't need to criticize. You don't need to judge. Just set yourself free. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. You can be happy. Who says we have to have stress? Who says that we have to have anger? I say we don't need to experience any of that. That doesn't even need to be a part of our vocabulary or life at all. You just have to decide. Life isn't stress. Life isn't anxiety. Life is challenge. Life is crisis. But crisis doesn't mean I'm stressed or angry or bitter or resentful. It just means I'm learning. It means I'm adapting, transforming. As a caterpillar would say, as it's in the cocoon, this is challenging and I'm in a crisis. I'm sweating a lot. It's hot in here. It's kind of stuffy. I feel kind of trapped. What's going on? I don't know what's happening. Can I get out of the situation? When is the cocoon gonna leave me? Am I gonna be in here forever? You know, and the caterpillar, this could say all of those things, but the caterpillar's just, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. This is kind of challenging because I feel myself transforming and I don't know what's going on with my biology. But, you know, I'm just gonna go for it. There's nothing else I can do. And that is more uplifting thought, more positive thought that is healing. Because if a caterpillar had the thoughts we had going on in our minds, the caterpillar would not be a beautiful butterfly. What would happen is the caterpillar would have wings that are deformed. The caterpillar would have had illness. The caterpillar would have some sort of dysfunction where the wings couldn't flap, or the antennas, the missing one, or the eyes are blind. Because that level of stress, it deforms the caterpillar, transform into a butterfly. So the caterpillar's not going to do that, because the caterpillar doesn't want to be a deformed, dysfunctional butterfly. It relaxes, I'm going to let the process happen. I'm going to be at ease so that I can transform in the highest possible way. In the highest possible way, I need to give myself the relaxation. I need to relax, heal, grow. Relax, heal, grow. That's all you need to do.